Hello, my little weirdos. I just wanted to read. I'm going to read. Ooh, the glasses. Um, just some timeline of drones. I'm not just talking of American things. So we go back to uh, January of 2022. There's days of sightings of drones over key Swedish sites, including nuclear plants. Authorities in NATO countries, Romania and Latvia, have reported Russian drones breached their airspace. Now, in September of 2024, now that was 2022 that happened, Europe. September of 2024, Russian drone incursions have risen in NATO airspace, but Swedish authorities remain cautious on identifying perpetrators. September 25th, Russia has established, this year, Russia has established a weapons program in China to develop and produce long-range attack drones for use in the war against Ukraine. Poland, Sweden, Romania, and Belarus all reported drones, especially over military areas. November 29th of 2024. An unidentified drone flew over the Russian embassy in Stockholm early on Friday, dropping paint on the grounds of the diplomatic compound. December 2024, that's just recently, 4 U.S. Air Force bases in the United Kingdom reported drones similar to the ones being sighted around here in New Jersey, and it was the same time period, and when Jersey was when we were all online going, what the fuck, what the hell? I had read that 4 U.S. Air Force bases in the UK were also being checked. Also, in some of the countries I mentioned, any of the any place that has like nuclear plants have seen these. Again, December 2024. Also, that's when it also went here. But a Picatinny Arsenal in New Jersey. It's in Morris County. It's just north of Sparta. Picatinny Arsenal had drones flying and hovering over it. And for those of you who don't know, Picatinny Arsenal is one of the places that is actually manufacturing munitions being sent to Ukraine. And there was one there hovering over. Also at Bedminster alcohol-free golf course, an alcohol-free resort. It's been there too. Now I'm about 30 minutes from Bedminster in one direction, 30 minutes to Picatinny Arsenal in another direction, and they've been seen in both places. They've been seen in lower southern Pennsylvania. First it was New York State. Now, just several days back, it was Brooklyn, like actual city now. I don't know. I haven't read anything, but I've had a few people I've seen write that they saw some that looked like the ones here in Jersey. Down in Georgia, but I don't know about that. Also, this is also in December, just like a week or so ago, there was a Coast Guard cutter off the shore here of Jersey, and anywhere between 12 and 30 of these things. They said it looked like it came out of the ocean. I don't know, but anywhere at any given time for some time, they followed this cutter in a freaking line, just following it. Some leaving, some coming back, some going. I don't recall how long it was, but it was more than just like a minute or something. I mean, they were watching us. When airports are being shut down because they're in that airspace, they're not supposed to be over airspace like Picatinny or things like that, or nuclear. They're not supposed to be. If it's like the citizens or something like that. And typically, when smaller spats of drone sightings were cited in the past, something usually had a response, to information. If the government really doesn't know what they are, they need to intercept. If they do know, they need to speak up, because what some people's imaginations can create could possibly be a lot worse and worrying to them than just fucking knowing the fact. The fact that they're seen over in other countries, the fact that they're seen over military or munitions type places, places that engineer missiles. I'd be curious to find out if any were over Tucson, Arizona, because Raytheon is in Tucson and they engineer parts for missiles and things. So, I'm not gonna speak with authority as absolute. This is what they are, but it seems a little sus, and if they're just mapping out for something, that doesn't explain why they're overseas. And some people say, well, maybe they're mapping for Jeremy, maybe they're mapping over the ocean, following a Coast Guard vehicle in the ocean. Pat, I'll take reaching 400. Yeah. Don't know what they are, and I'm not going to pretend I do. But I'm not paranoid or, panicked or anything. But I am definitely, damn, there's a couple flies here. But for me, they're a little concerning. It just seems very sus, It could be a very innocent thing, but when it's all over on land and sea, and in bases of the American bases in other countries, it seems a little too explained away. Don't worry about it. It's like telling a woman on PMS that you've upset, calm down. Well, telling me to calm down was absolutely letting me know that there's something to worry about, but they're not gonna tell you. Nope, nothing to see here, nothing to worry about. Don't worry, everything's fine. If there was danger, you would have seen it. Don't worry. That's what they're doing. Saying something positive, but your visual is saying the opposite. It's like, did you kill them? Yes, would be an answer, or no, right? But when somebody says something about, it would feel better if you just admitted that you killed him, and the person goes, but I didn't kill them. Yeah, okay. It's kind of like that. It's it's concerning, and I'm not quite sure why, but my gut is like seriously unbalanced at the moment. It isn't making sense. So, I don't know. Just I'm really curious what y'all think. Have you seen them? Because I actually have. In a far distance, I heard something, and by the time I got over to the window to the area where I saw it, it was far away. But I did see lights, and they were odd. The way they were placed, the way they looked. They shouldn't be like that on planes or copters. It's not. Yeah, nobody's flying past in a hot air balloon. So, I'm curious what you guys all think, and if you've heard or seen anything yourself, or if you've heard of any other instances that I didn't mention, because I'm really trying to keep a track of it, because it's not nothing. Okay, it's not nothing. Even if it's something that's not to worry about, then if it's not something to worry about, something that's being done, then why don't you tell us? Well, we can't exactly tell you, but we do know what's happening. It's military or it's government. Give us at least a ball field. Keeping people in the dark, keeping us uninformed, is something that governments do all the time, and they still haven't effing learned. Well, we don't want to upset the masses. Who the fuck gave you the lease on keeping your head in a crisis? Just because you have money or you're a public figure, it doesn't fucking mean you know how to react in a crisis. So, telling us not to worry, if you know something and you say don't worry, fucking tell us. Peace out.